Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Naval Ops Commander, and immediately I'm sure you're all asking yourselves, why are we looking at this screen? This is a results screen. And oh, you have an S rank. Well, that's cool, but why start here? Well, you can't see what mission this is. But we'll get to that in 1 second, because you're going to see what mission this is and why it's such a big deal. So I got an S rank, as you can see, with 85% life remaining. So let's just see what this S rank holds for us. I know what it is. And I'm incredibly excited. Not only a lot of money, but much more importantly than that, we got some new hulls and stuff. That's kind of cool. But most importantly of all, this S rank is no ordinary S rank. I got an S rank against Amaterasu, the second drill ship. Yeah, by an incredible stroke of luck, I did it. And I had to record this. I had to do it because this. I mean, well, you guys saw I spent a weekend's worth of episodes, all in one night, mind you, fighting this guy. Just saying screw it. Eventually, that like I beat him. I don't care anymore. But I managed to do this, and I had to start this episode here. This was just on a whim. I was like, you know what? Now that I know how he fights, I'm going to try this again. And he almost killed me, just like when we actually beat him the first time. He almost killed me, but what allowed me to get all the health back were all of his little aircraft carrier buddies after the fact. So as soon as he died and I skipped the cutscene, the very first thing I did was I paused the game and shut off any of my weapons that would have automatically killed the carriers, because, you know, just like last time, they were right next to us. And I spent a while just shooting down aircraft. I shot down every yellow dot that I saw. I watched every carrier for a good 20-30 seconds to make sure none were landing or taking off. And that's how I just made sure I got all the aircraft dealt with. And yeah, that's and like I said, they all dropped. One of them dropped a 10% health crate. The first health crate that I found was just a 10% health crate, and I was like, oh crap. And then a couple more, I think 2 more dropped a few survivors, and I was like, it's not really helping me that much. And then the very last one that I found dropped a 50% health crate. And that is what saved the day. Also, scary moment, the very last carrier that I found, because there's 8 carriers on the map. After you sink the first 6, which is the objective, the other 2, you can't see it on your map anymore, so I had to go and find it. Well, I found... oh my goodness, look at this thing. I found the last carrier, and I saw the red dot on my radar, and I was like really excited, like, oh yes, I found the last carrier. And then my heart sank when I saw another yellow dot next to that carrier. I was like, oh crap, there's another aircraft. If I sink the carrier and not the aircraft on accident, there goes all of this work. So, but I managed to blow up the aircraft before I blow up the carrier. So, got an S rank, and here we are with our drill ship. Isn't it beautiful? We are gonna be pouring a lot of time into this guy. Oh boy, let's see. How do we want to? What is the weight capacity on this thing? I didn't even notice. I bet it's a ton. Ha! Yeah, it's a little more than 1 ton. Try 40,000 tons. That is crazy. Okay, what are we gonna do first? We need guns. Lots and lots of guns. We have the capability to buy a lot more. No, we don't. I'm gonna have to go grind for some more of these, because we are going to want more of those. I can't even buy these? Seriously? Okay, well, we're gonna have to go grind for at least another 305. By the way, I did try mission E4, and yeah, getting an S rank in that is practically impossible. Because there are a stupid amount of aircraft and like at least 3 groups of ships all rushing the shore where your port installations are at the same time. Getting an S rank in that mission seems pretty much impossible. So, as far as having multiple 356s, yeah, not likely. Not until second playthrough. Or, well, Sector G actually has a mission where you can get these as a pickup. So that's... we're gonna have to wait until that before we can get more of these 356s. So for now, we're gonna have to stick with the 305s, for which I will have to grind to get more of them. Other than that, we can go ahead and buy a bunch of these, I guess. We'll go ahead and... I mean, we have a lot of money, and these are relatively cheap, so we'll go ahead and just buy a bunch of them. High angles we're done with for now. Well, probably for the rest of the game. Machine guns, we're probably just gonna stick to CIWS, but we have to stick to these CIWS. That should be plenty. I don't even know if we'll use all of those. We found out through experience that these things are awesome, and we want lots of them on the ship. So they're very, 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 very good at dealing with missiles, which is a great thing. These, I'm not sure about. I haven't seen them shooting at missiles or anything. Like, they're good at shooting down aircraft, but I mean, I guess we'll grab a few of them. The 57mm chain guns are also pretty good at shooting down aircraft, so I don't know. Rockets, missiles, we probably... Okay, they're unavailable for purchase, but we have 3 of them. Where do we get 3 of these guys? What ship doesn't have them right now? Oh, I think our battleship doesn't have them right now because we have other priorities as far as the weapons on that go. So yeah, we can go ahead and stick those on here. Optical weapons. Oh man, Gongaga told me which one of these can fire at subs, but now I can't remember. Gongaga, if you could leave that in the comments again, please. I'm sorry. I will never be able to find that comment in the incredible amount of comments you guys leave. I will never be able to find that comment ever again. So if you could remind me which ones can attack submarines, that would be great. We might not even have any that can yet, but yeah, if you could remind me of that, that would be awesome. What else? We're gonna need a bridge. We're gonna need... Yeah, we have a good extra bridge. Cool. What about these guys? Weren't we using AF Type 2? Yeah, but I guess we just never bothered to upgrade because that has higher control. Well, let's look at the other stats on here. 6 and 1. This has 2 more control, and it's also 6 and 1. So that's basically a flat upgrade, so we'll go ahead and do that. In fact, I'll buy 2 so that if I remember to, I can put it on the battleship as well. Launchers, we will want these guys, probably 2 of them, I assume. Elevators, not for this guy. Auxiliary, let's see here. Yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. Let's get to actually designing the main ship. So that means we're gonna want... with the weight limit on this thing, as crazy as it is, we're probably just gonna go ahead and go with atomics, to be honest. I'm tempted to try and go with 8, just with how insane the weight limit is. So let's try that. By the way, I don't assume that I'm done grinding yet. I plan to do a little more money grinding before I really decide I'm gonna dive into that boss battle at F10. So I did this just on a whim. I was like, you know, I wonder how much better I can do now that I like know his strategy and everything. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, that went so much better than I ever expected it to. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, I guess we'll go like this. I'm gonna basically just put this on here for like a placeholder, kind of, until we get the... Oh boy, this is gonna be harder than I thought to place things. Until we get the other 305 that we're gonna put on here. Wow, that's a really close fit there. Huh, what if we put, well, let's do this real quick. Just put them there for now. Let's bring this guy forward a bunch, like this, and then maybe we can work something out with these. If we raise them up and bring them over, no. I've not designed a drill ship in a long time. I think the last time I would have done one would have been, it would have had to have been Warship Gunner 2, but that even that was a super long time ago. Let's see here. What can we do? If we lower this, how far forward? Oh, it doesn't have to go any more forward. Okay, so what if we like raise these, put them here, and no. Okay, well, I tried. I guess we're gonna have to just go like this and go like that, I suppose. Now we want to go with, well, we could probably I bet we could do something like this, right? In theory. That's not gonna work now. We can go like that. I want to make sure we have room for the engines as well. So, put this up here. Let's get our engines out. How far? Okay, we can go out to the sides like this. That probably means we can move this up a hair. Yeah, there we go. Engines, boilers, not boilers. Boiler category, atomic engines, like so. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna get some turbines. We're going shift placement as always. Just to try. That was terrible. Just to try and hopefully mitigate at least some of the ridiculous damage we've been taking to the engines. That's getting really old, and I did it again. Getting really annoying. So, there's all of those. It's honestly like that didn't even give us a huge speed boost having those extra 2. So I don't even know if I want to stick with that. Let's just go ahead and go like this. Yeah. Move this up. This will probably be like the entire episode right here, just designing this drill ship, because what a momentous occasion. I didn't think this was going to happen for a very long time. I still want to return and smack him around with the wave gun if we get it, because that'll be fun. Let's see, aft bridge. Yep, there we go. And let's see, again, just as like a placeholder. Oh my, whoa. Whoa! Seriously? That works? Are you kidding me right now? What? I am dumbfounded. That works? I love this hull. This is the best thing in the world. I can't believe that works. Why does that work? It doesn't make any sense. You know what would be great though? If we get 2 more of these 305s, we can replace that 356 with a 305. We can put these back here, and then since you can only fire 2 chain guns anyways, we'll always have we'll always have 2 firing forward, and we'll have 2 to each broadside. The only other thing we could try to do is like potentially do something like this, so that we have, well, we could do this if we get 1 more 305. We could do this right now, and then we'll have the bigger chain gun up front, and then the 2 smaller ones like this that can fire out to the back or the sides, I guess. Seems inefficient though. I don't know. Either way, it's gonna be hard to know exactly what I want to do until I have more of those 305s. Don't need smokestack. We're gonna go ahead and put some searchlights on here, as always, just in case there's a night mission, and then at least it'll be easier for us to see stuff. So yeah, launchers. I mean, I would like to have launchers on here, but I don't know where I'm going to put them yet, so we'll leave those alone for now. Let's see. No, nothing with planes, obviously. Armor. This is something we need to look at. Okay. Let's go 15 on the deck, and like, I don't know, 41 up there. Ought to be decent-ish for now. Let's see, what else can we do? I guess for now, we will go ahead and put on this guy, and we'll turn it around, go like this, I guess, sure, and take these and turn them around. This is so insane that this actually works. I can't even believe this works. Let's see, what mission was it? Wasn't it the, like, get an S rank against the UFO that was, the 305s? I think that's what it was, but I can't remember which mission that was. Oh yeah, I'm missing those things. Let's see, radar, sonar, there we go. I think I'm gonna leave this here, I'm gonna go get another 305 from that UFO boss. I might go ahead and get a couple of them actually. So I'm gonna go do that. I'll bring you guys back and we'll finish designing this, and that'll be the episode. So see you guys in a second. Okay, so I am back from grinding. I beat that boss 3 more times, so now we have 4 of these 305mm chain guns to play around with. And we're actually just going to go ahead and remove all of those, as well as these structures up here, since now we know that we can place these guns over top of the engines on this hull, which is absolutely insane, and I love it. So I would like very much to... I mean, there's not much, other than ammo, there's not much point having more than 2 of these on here. Like, because no matter what, you can only fire 2 at a time, no matter how many you have. So, it's like, this way we'd be able to fire 2 of them forward, but it's like, maybe, I mean... Yeah, we'll do it, because ammo could be a problem, so we want to make sure we make that not a problem by having lots and lots and lots of chain guns. So if we... I'm curious now. Whoopsies. Hold on here. There we go. So we go like this. Can we place them double wide on the bow? No. Didn't think so. But I thought I'd give it a try at least. So, can we place these any more forward? What if we... No, okay. So they're pretty much going to stay right there. We also want cannons, as usual. And as far as... I don't remember who said it, but someone said something about putting on the 356mm chain gun anyways. Even if we only have the one. And the problem with that is just that... I understand it does a lot more damage per individual turret, but... we only have the one, and I can only control one of the types of guns at a time. So, like, if I can only have one weapon slot selected at a time, which, you know, I can only have one weapon slot selected at a time, it might as well be the one that has 2 of the, or as many as 2 of the 305s firing, because that does... 2 305s firing at the same time does more damage than one single 356. So, yeah. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Basically, the other thing I was just thinking about is we could potentially, if we spin these around and lower them, we could maybe not. Oh, these haven't been raised yet. Let's raise them, I guess, and bring them like really far back. That was temporary. Putting them that far forward is just purely temporary while I figure this out. Because if we can go like this, then we can go like that. Perfect. And I suppose we'll go ahead and put in the bridges now, so I know I have enough room to actually, you know, do that, because that's kind of important. Like so. There we go. And yes, that is a very nice amount of weapons. Okay. Also, I have something like 3.7 million funds now, just from playing that one mission 3 more times, because I got like 600,000 funds per run-through of that, so worked out very, very well. We need to look at systems and also what other kinds of... actually, we have all of the necessary... machine guns and special machine guns here already, so let's go ahead and put all of these guys down, like so. Go ahead and run through and put all of our CIWS on the side. I'm beginning to even question the usefulness of the CIWS at this point in the game, when we just have these guys that do pretty much just as good a job firing at missiles and whatnot. So yeah. Perfect. That worked out exactly as I hoped it would right there. I would like more of these, of course. That doesn't feel like a sufficient amount right there. But looks like it's not gonna happen that way. We would have to go something like this. So this works, and we can go like this. And we could do that if we wanted to, but I don't want to yet. So I guess this is just too close for them to be able to go down like that? I guess so. But we can do this, and then we can raise this, center it, and bring it back like so. We also want to put on our RF-76s like this. Find a place for these. We can put one in there. We can put a couple on the sides out here. We can even raise them slightly like so. And go there. Go a couple right there. And let's turn them around and try to put some on the back, maybe. So we'll put one there. This is the part where I think I'll go ahead and get rid of those guys. And then we will try to kind of sort of stack these a little bit, like so. What else? I think that's about it for weapons. I'm not worried about putting the anti-sub VLS on here right this second, because the biggest threat we're up against now is that boss battle, and that is my priority, is preparing for that. So, put the searchlights back on. Launchers, I'm not even worried about it right now. This little scout aircraft are not going to help us in the boss battle anyways. What else? Let's see here. I'm wondering, I was gonna say, I bet we could use boilers instead of atomic engines and lower the weight and maybe get more, potentially maybe get more speed that way. But now I'm not quite so sure that that will work. Because the boilers are slightly taller than the atomics, which means they wouldn't necessarily be able to go underneath the chain guns and whatnot that we have up here. So yeah, I don't know. Still need to look at some systems, I think. Other than that, we should be pretty much good to go. So we want autoload system 4, of course. ETS-5, I actually have begun to realize is very, very good. We don't need any of those. We have what we need for those. We have a couple of those. We have a bunch of those if we want to use them, which I probably won't on this ship here. What else? Don't need these optical intensifiers for this drill ship right now. I don't need that many of those. I'll keep a few of them around, I guess, like that. I'll keep I'll keep 2 of them around. I don't think I'm ever going to use it, but I'll keep it around just in case I change my mind. EM Shield 4, we have one. I don't know if that would even help us as far as like letting him not hit us so often. I don't know if that would actually help us at all. The EBS system up there. This will be good to have. I know that. Gravitational Field 1, we have 3 of these. We don't need any of them because Gravitational Field 1 sucks and we don't need it. This, is that 2 million funds for one of these things? I mean, we really, really need that. Like, the funds are supposed to be for tech. Well, I'm going to do more tech anyway, so yes, this is necessary. We're going to want that. Yeah, there we go. It's very, 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 very expensive, but we're going to want that, like, badly. So, auto-reload system 4, ETS-5 to shoot down more missiles and whatnot, firing delay, and this is where we dip into having EM shield and gravitational field. There we go. So, I think that will be good there. The only other thing I can think to try is to see how many boilers we can put on here and see if that helps out at all. but I don't know if it's gonna be worth our while to try that. Here, let me see. Let me go ahead and save this design the way it is, and I'll go back in and swap out the atomics for boilers, and if it's not faster, then we will abort that and we'll get our money back. And then I think that'll be it. So probably a slightly long episode, but the drill ship, you know, I think that was worth it, because this was a whole ordeal for like 3 episodes in a row, beating that boss and then finally doing it and losing my chance at an S rank. So I think this was well deserving of an episode, in my opinion anyways. And like I said, I'm not done grinding yet. I still want to get more money so I can do more tech. Yeah, so battleship boilers. We're gonna just get a ton of these things. Like, sure. And only 54,000. Like, that's not even that expensive, which is pretty cool. So, I don't know if this will be faster. 43.2 knots. Okay, here we go. 43.2 is the magic number. And yes, these are too tall to be able to fit there, and that is too narrow to be able to put them in there. So we're gonna have to do something like this, at least until we get back here now, where we can widen these out again. And these turbines are going to have to move, like so. Well, it's technically just a tiny bit faster. So I guess we'll stick with that. I mean, I guess. I don't know if it would just be better to have more atomics. It might be. But that could be something to test next time, because this is a very long... Oh, wait, purge is a thing. Yeah, and we don't have room for that. You know what? We're just going to abort that. Because the fact of having smokestacks is really going to mess up our entire deck layout, and we're going to just abort that. Get our money back, and call it an episode. So, that will do it for this episode. Let me confirm I got my money back. I did get my money. Okay, so that will do it for this episode of Naval Ops Commander. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And as always, I hope to see you all in the next one.